What's up, guys? It's your girl Mekaylajene and
G Money,
and we're back again with another
Banger.
You know you a star, you can touch the sky. I know that it's hard, but you have to try. If you need advice, let me simplify.
So real quickly today, we just wanted to stop by and
stop by.
just
We at
wanted
y'all house.
We wanted to stop out front and tell y'all to come out, knock on the door, tell y'all to come outside and
Listen
just
to us.
tell you this. If any relationship that you get into is going to be a successful relationship, you gotta be yourself.
At all times.
At all times. If the music don't move you, you got to be bold enough to be like, babe, I don't like that song. You know how they say march to the beat of your own drum.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, like if it don't tickle, you don't have to laugh. Some of the biggest problems that I see relationships get into, especially early on, is you have a beautiful woman like Mekayla, right? And she's vastly approaching her 30s. And her career is booming. She just ain't got that man that she wants. So what she's willing to do for a short amount of time at least is present herself a little different than she actually is. Right? And that works initially. But once that romantic phase wears off in those initial stages, and
I think it's more so like that first year.
maybe, yeah. Jeez,
Because after that first year, I can't get comfortable. I feel like you can't fake the funk no more.
Yeah, you can't. And then if you can't fake the funk no more and you already got 12 months invested with this individual, it's like, where do you go from
It's like,
there?
do I keep riding this wave and being with this artificial individual, or do I dip out and go with another year with somebody else? Because changing from a relationship to a relationship is a lot of work.
It is.
But
and there are diminishing returns too. Every time we come out of a relationship and we attempt to go back into another one, there's a portion of ourselves that we no longer have. Now, in Japanese culture, they have a art form called kintsugi, and it's amazing. So what happens in kintsugi is if you have a glass or a vase and you break it, they weld it back together with gold, and the aftermath of the broken vase is actually more valuable than the initial vase.
come on, knowledge.
Yeah. So if you do the hard work after a relationship or a breakup or a heartbreak or something challenges you and lets you down, then okay, you're more valuable. But for most of us, we go into hiding because we begin to fear that maybe I'm not enough for somebody. So let me pretend to be who they think I should be and get them on the hook.
But why do you? I'm going to just ask you questions.
Okay.
Why do you? Well, you can ask me.
Okay,
Why,
we'll take
you don't know
turns.
what
You
I'm
ask me
asking.
first. Ask me first.
Why do you think women put on this facade of who they are when they're in their early stages with men?
I think there's a lot of, and I say this often. You remember I used to say this to you. I'm so glad that I'm not a woman. I think there is a lot of pressure.
Oh, that's what y'all been saying. What you been saying to me?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of pressure on young women applied by society at large to not only be a great woman, but you have to be sexually inclined. You have to be, my God, you have to be beautiful. Your body's got to be in shape. You have to be down to earth. You have to be fun loving. You got to be, sound in how you think. But then on top of that, you have your own personal goals. And then on top of that, you got to make sure that if a relationship doesn't work, that you're in a position to where you're not just broke down and out.
Mm-hmm. Well, being a woman, not saying that I did this with G, but being a woman, I believe that a lot of women put on that facade in the beginning is more so because, one, social media. Social media has taken off to the highest of highs, and we see all these celebrities and these amazing relationships that we think are amazing because these are what the photos are saying to us, but we don't know behind those photos 2 days before they got in an argument, they were about to break up and have a divorce.
2 minutes before.
Like, we don't know these things. So
Yeah.
I think that social media plays a big role in what we expect our reality is supposed to be, and that's not reality. Like, George and I can make videos all day and people can think that we're in a happy, loving relationship, which we are, but we do have our down moments where we argue to the point where it's like, yo, I'm done with this. Like, this is not even worth it. Like, why are we doing this? But what people see is this nice layered ice cake. I don't know.
Because we give people our highlight reels. And,
Right. And that's what people do.
That's
like,
what we have to understand. Like,
and that's
everything
fine.
that we see is...
I think that's fine because I also don't think everyone needs to know every single detail about your relationship and about your life. You can keep some things to the imagination. So,
yes.
But I think one is social media. Social media plays a big impact of how women act when they meet a man and what they think, how they think they should act and what they think should wear and look, blah, blah, blah. But I also think it's friends. And friends are... Oh, yeah. When I say friends, I mean more so like, say I'm a single woman and I'm seeking a man. My friend, my homegirl who's engaged, or my homegirl that's married, that's going to play a lot of pressure on me.
That's pressure.
I'm the only person in our little mingle who doesn't have a fiance or a husband and kids. That's like, okay, girl, your clock is ticking. Like, you are knocking on door 30. Like, we got to move this thing up. And...
That's cute.
Door 30. Because I'm knocking on door 30. But, like, just because you're knocking on door 30 doesn't mean that you have to accelerate your life and expect anything and accept anything and portray yourself as anything and anybody just to prove the love of somebody else.
Yes,
If that makes sense. So, yes, girl.
I felt that. I felt that.
But, yeah, so I just think that women do that. Some women, not all women, because we all don't do that. But there are some women out there who do, portray themselves as something else because of one, social media, two, friends and family and other influence. But I think those are the top two, as my perspective, what I believe.
And finishing my thought, like you said, it's just pressure. And then there's pressure, but then there's also understanding. One of the biggest struggles for young women that I really, and this is a portion of what drives me to attempt to be so great to Mekayla and confront my shortcomings head on, is because in a time like this where one man can't be a loyal man to more than one woman, what I can be to other women is hope. And I can express my love to Mekayla and my hope for other women through the way that I love you. So if I'm faithful to you, then some woman somewhere's like, wow, like because of their relationship, then I'm hopeful. And my God, I'm far from ideal, but there are enough qualities and there's enough consistency to being a great man that allows people to look at our relationship and allows Mekayla to look at me and continue to evolve in how she respects me and how we govern each other. So when you're approaching relationships,
don't give false realities.
Don't give a false reality. It's okay.
Be who you are.
Yes.
If that person does not mesh well with you, then that's not your... I like to use the phrase, your person. So if that person does not mesh well with you, it's okay that that's not your person. There are things about George and I where I'm like, you know what, I can't bend on that. Like, you got to change this. Or if you can't change it, then we don't need to be together.
Yeah.
And right now we're going through marriage counseling, and one of the things we had to do is write down 3 of our non-negotiables. And thank goodness 2 of our non-negotiables align with one another.
They were right there.
And then our other 2, we just didn't write them down, but they were the same thing. But you have to know what your non-negotiables are in a relationship for men and women. So women, you need to know if you want a man who has to have 6 figures, or a man who needs to have a dog, or he needs to be family oriented, you need to state that in the beginning and stay true to who you are. Don't conform just because if someone who is not family oriented, you don't conform because if y'all get in a relationship and whatever happens down the line, now you want to spend time with your aunts and uncles, and he like, nah, I want to spend time with you. Like,
exclusively. I don't want your family calling.
I don't want your family at all.
I want it to be us.
So you have to stay true and not give these false realities in the beginning, because as a man, I can only imagine being in a relationship with somebody or talking to somebody for a period of time, and then their real person comes out and it's like, what? Why was I wasting my time?
And the last point is this, and this is what sums it all up. When you present false realities, what you're subconsciously implying is that 1, I'm not good enough as my current self, or 2, I don't trust that what I really want is out there for me. And when that's the case, you're gonna always end up self-sabotaging, and you never even give your chance yourself to win. You never even give yourself a chance to win. It's like you're defeated out of the gate, and that's just not right. You gotta love yourself enough to present your true self to individuals, to give them the option, because everybody's not gonna like you.
Nope. Everybody's not for you.
They might be crazy for not liking you, but
you may think they're crazy.
Or you may think they're crazy, because if you don't like me, you crazy.
But everybody is not for everybody, and it's okay to understand that.
And
Like,
it is right.
it is
And
okay.
it makes the woman or man that you choose that much more special. Because there was somebody who did not appreciate this quality in me, and
But
you do.
you loved it.
And I love it. I love it.
What quality we talk about?
That one that everybody else in the world would totally despise. I love that thing about you, boo.
Thanks, babe. But yeah, so take a look at yourself. You can.
An honest look at yourself and understand that it's okay. It's okay.
Don't portray false realities.
Don't portray false realities and know that it's okay for you to be you. Like somebody.
And don't settle for them. Also, I know we were wrapping this thing up, but on the male side, don't settle. Just because you've been with this chick for a year, if this girl is not the one for you and you have things that you just don't like about whoever this girl is, don't settle.
And then there's no effort to change it. Like
right.
There has to be some.
If they want to change it,
yeah,
that's one thing.
if there's some willingness to change,
That's one thing.
yes.
But if they're like, no, baby boy, I'm not changing, then don't settle. She's not the one for you. It's embarrassing because she done met your family or whatever, but who cares? On to the next. Life goes on.
And then for the ladies, like, and this is our last point. For the ladies, there are so many men in this world who are checking for somebody just like you. You might not know it, and it's just because you have a distorted reality field. If you get outside of yourself and outside of what you call your comfort zone, there are so many men that would love to court you, to date you, to talk to you, to laugh, and just have you close to them.
We should do a video on courtship. I'm sorry, that was
We can do a video on courtship.
that was just a.
So that's it. Hey, be you.
Be you, baby boy. Oh, my shirt says "Know Your Worth." What? That is just perfect. I didn't even notice it. I didn't even notice that shirt said that.
I bought her that.
You know, he just gotta take his little credit. Okay.
Big
you
credit.
ordered. But yeah, so like we said, know what you can accept, what you can't accept, and don't portray any false realities because it's not gonna be great for both parties. It's gonna be so.
That's it. The realer you are, the quicker you gonna find love.
Oh, that's a good one.
Hey, that just came out.
The
That's
realer
fresh
you
off
are,
the
the
press.
quicker you gonna find love.
That's it.
Okay.
Y'all be blessed.
Till next time, hit the subscribe button. Give us a comment down below. Like our video. Make sure you turn your notifications on. And until next time, we'll holla at y'all later. Peace out.